Hello, my queens. Welcome to my channel. Today we're talking about Demi. Demi is, let me show you. Demi is a saturated cream makeup, saturated with color. When these colors are targeted to the pigments on your face, specifically, and only right on those very specific pigments, not the area around it, it can make them just vanish, it can minimize them, and it leaves absolutely no texture behind. So you can use Demi all by yourself if you're a person all by itself. If you're a person who has pretty nice, even skin, but you just have some redness around your nose or some darkness under your eyes, or you have that one age spot that is really just bothering you. I'm sorry, words are hard today. You can use Demi and it will be undetectable to anyone. There will be no texture. It's just incredible. I have a lot of redness in my skin, so I use Demi to kind of minimize the redness. I target the reddest points on my skin and the parts that are the biggest distraction, and it kind of minimizes the overall look. It would not give me a flawless finish, but you can also use Demi in conjunction with your 3D foundation. So if you do your face with 3D, but you want to address your under eyes with Demi, the greatest part of that is it will not crease. It does not leave texture. It does not. A lot of people feel like makeup enhances those fine lines under there. Cream makeup does not. And using Demi to specifically target the areas of pigmentation under your eyes, you guys, it is incredible. So I'm going to show you just generally how to use Demi now on me, and then I'm bringing in someone else to show you how to do under eyes, because my under eyes are really just not that dark that it would make sense for me to show you. But I just want to tell you this too. Demi's challenging because the areas of pigmentation on your skin change every day. So especially like your under eyes. So what worked for you yesterday did not maybe work for you today. Maybe you're not seeing as much darkness. Demi is something you really have to play with. That is why they created Demi collections. This is the Wide Awake collection. This is probably our most popular collection. It is wonderful. And it can be used to target so many things. The under eye area, redness, melasma, age spots, all of that can be used with this Wide Awake collection depending on your base skin tone. We do have 2 other collections, so I could help you figure out which one will be right for you. And then we use this spot brush to use to apply it. Sorry, again, words are freaking hard today. Just, roll with it. The hardest part about Demi is not using this color wheel. I mean, that's kind of simple, right? But it's understanding where your pigmentation on your skin comes from. When you see a sunspot, it looks brown to you. Well, you'll notice there's no brown on the color wheel. Brown spots are actually in excess of green. So you're gonna wanna be over here to correct that. Redness, you would think go in with the green, okay? But redness is usually in excess of blue. So I wanna go in with more orangier shades. So I'm going to be using 01 and 03 here in the middle to address my redness. The biggest thing with Demi is you use your spot brush. Yours will be silver, mine's black because this is an artist brush. And well, I'm special. Just kidding. Is you are gonna dip in with your smallest tip and you're going to apply it directly to the spot, okay? And when I say dip in, I mean like a little boop. That's it. Like that's all we're gonna use. Well, that's hard to see. Let me hold it in my hair. See that? And then we're gonna feather it in with this side. So you'll kind of just learn as I go, but I cannot stress enough, this requires patience and practice and figuring out what works for you. My redness is not the same as your redness. My sunspots are not the same as your sunspots. The darkness under your eyes changes every single day. So you have to learn to play with it and not be so, some people really need like direct answers like this fixes this, and Demi is not like that. So you have to be flexible and you have to just roll with it and try things until you figure out what's working for you or what's working for you that day, because it can change. And I think for me, I like direct answers. So I think I have like put up a wall against Demi, but the more I play with it, the more I see like how amazing it is. And like, it really is just about embracing it and diving in. So here we go. Make sure that you can see me. So I'm going to address some of the redness. The other thing is, okay, for someone like me, I have a lot of redness. What I have learned is if you address the points that have the deepest points of your distractions, your redness, your melasma, all of that thing, it will kind of dull down the look of the overall distraction. So like my entire chin here is red. I am not going to put Demi on my entire chin. I might as well just go in with my 3D foundation if I'm going to do that. But when I address the darkest points, you'll see it kind of just makes it go into the background. If you're using Demi strictly as like the only thing you're going to use, and you're not going to use it in conjunction with your 3D foundation, what you're looking for is to minimize your distractions, but you're not going to like make your whole face look perfect, if that makes sense. Unless you have extremely really nice even skin and just like this one sunspot that's bothering you, which is great for you. That's not how my skin is. So my skin is not going to look flawless when I'm done, but I'm going to minimize my distractions, which is totally fine. And like different days call for different things. If I'm going to a wedding, I'm not just going to just use Demi. But if I'm running errands or going to a baseball game, maybe I'm just going to pop on some Demi and some mascara and roll with it. So just my take on that. So I have hit these points, you can see, and then I'm going to take this side of my brush and I'm just going to very lightly press them in. And now those points are gone. So I'm going to do that a little bit here. So right here specifically is a dark point on my chin. And I'm probably right now using too much, but that's okay. And see, so this whole area is red, but if I hit these darker points, it's going to just minimize the whole thing. So I just do this. Look at that, you guys. Look at that. And you cannot see anything on my skin. You can't, like, there is no texture. There is no, like, she has makeup there. None of that. So let me hit a few other spots. Always around the nose is kind of red. Gone. Look at that. Is that incredible? I do love Demi. I don't know why I don't do it more. I just am like, I was so overwhelmed by it at first, if I'm being honest. And I just was like, just go with what you know. Like, you know 3D, so just like do the 3D thing. Okay, I'm gonna go to this side. And this looks like a lot, like it's gonna take you a long time. Once you figure out your face, it'll go faster. Also, you won't be talking to a camera. So that makes things go a little bit faster as well. So let's see what we got going on over here. I'm going to hit. Now, you can also use Demi like this. So these areas here are darker because I'm not dark under my eyes, I'm very light. So I like to lighten this area just so that it's kind of blending. So I'm gonna take this shade, R03, and I'm gonna tap in very lightly here. And I'm just gonna do this, just kind of feather it around and just lighten that up a little bit so it blends better with the rest of my skin. So now I'm going to bring in Harper, my youngest. She came to me at the end of the school year. She said it a couple times. She said it this summer that she is dark under her eyes. She just has that natural blue tone under her eyes. And Some other people have noticed it sometimes, and she just wanted to learn how to correct it. She's not a makeup girl, she's 12. So I thought she would be a good candidate for Demi and a good person for me to show you guys Demi on for under the eyes, for those of you who have darkness under your eyes. I just would like to point out that I did not tell her she had darkness under her eyes. She came to me. Okay, so turn just a little here. So we can see this pocket right here. That is where she has just some blue veining. So I'm going to take the small end of my brush. I'm going to tap in, tap. See how little product we have on that? Oh, you can't see. I'll do it against her hair. See how little product we have against that? Actually, that's probably too much. I'm gonna wipe some of that off. And we're just gonna dab it right in here. And then I'm gonna take this end and we're gonna feather it. Okay, I'm gonna dab it up against here. Oh boy, you're the worst.
I can't do under eyes.
Yeah. Okay, look up at the ceiling, it'll help you. And we just feather that away. Okay, look. Okay. And then you can just tap lightly. See, hardly anything on there. And you can just press that in. Okay. Now I'm gonna take, that was the shade 03. And now I'm gonna take 01. Hi, this way. There we go. And I'm gonna address some of this pinkness she has under here. I promise I do this for a living and I'm not gonna poke your eye, I swear. I swear. Look up. Okay, ready? And just a light feather. A light feather. Ooh, girl, you look awake on that side, don't you? Does that look better to you? Mm-hmm. You like the way that looks? And it looks super natural. Can you get as close? Do you see how like you cannot see any makeup at all on her skin? And it's just very natural. Like she's corrected, but no one would ever know that she put makeup on to do that. Right? Right. Say thank you. Bye, everybody.
Bye.
Goodbye. All right, everybody. I hope that you found that helpful. I know it's kind of all over the place, but that's how I feel about Demi. Demi is kind of just something that you need to try. So when people tell me that they have several issues they want to address Demi with, I'm like, you have to get a collection. Get a collection, start playing with them. I can give you the basic concepts about what will work for what, but really it's about getting in there and playing with them. So getting a collection is key. This brush is key. Using very, very, very minimal amount of product, which means that a collection like this will last you an eternity. The good thing is let's say that 01 is working for you like crazy and you somehow get through a whole thing, you can just reorder 01. You don't have to reorder the entire collection. So I'm always here to help you. If you are interested in Demi, please reach out and let me know. Thanks, guys. Have a great day.